Good afternoon. This is Strf-af doing Pillars of Eternity. This is part 2, according for a friend of mine. If anybody watches this and is curious, the music is PGM's copyright-free tavern music. I'll put that in the bio of the video here if you're curious. However, last we left off, we have our adventurers stuck in a cavern after the entire team was completely killed, except for, or the caravan was completely killed, except for the main character and 2 of the party members. So now we're in a cave, and you're pretty much caught up. I just finished the tutorial, so now we're going to play the actual game. Let's get going. Space pig. Okay, so not entirely certain what's going on. Heaton's chest rises and falls visibly with each breath. This should be fair enough. But what now? We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime. What happened out there? Calissa shakes her head. Windstorm of a kind they only get in Air Glenfey. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glenfathan word is Beowulf. To them, it's a god's way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours. Who attacked us? Glenfathans. Those be the hut dwellers. Odin warned us about. Look to be fangs of Galenwen, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They got ruin to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. For Odin, I think I half expected this. Sorry, I'm kind of out of sorts. I apologize. Once we lost the main road, the Gunpowder said we trespassed in their ruins. I don't believe that. Odin would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hot eggs, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need to right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Calissa lips pressed together, and her chin trembles. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of it now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Calissa looks you in the eye. A volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upsets look like. I'm sorry. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking. Because there's nothing else to be done. And who cares? There are other people who you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Ooh, lovely, a puzzle. Okay. Well, clearly this means something. We gotta find a key of some sort. Oh, Joyce, a random dead body in the middle of the room. That means so much. The volume's gonna be said about that. Tattered journal, a torch, and Within's relief gem. Okay. Leather armor, and a crossbow. Let's go to the roll. Oh, there's some gear around. Torch. He's got dual weapons. Give me that. Hopefully, it gives you some more visibility in the tunnel here. Right click. Okay. Tattered journal, value 0. This small folio is torn in several places, and blood is soaked into several of the sheets. One letter entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of the dice, and I've got my hands on a genuine Edgewithy artifact. Genuine. Edgewithy artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing. Pretty nothing. As far as he's concerned, he's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to the hidden treasury, then it's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. What's a painted elf? You've given everything weird names, but you don't have... It's a painted elf. I'll head to the client lease in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding the relief he was looking for. Or he was talking. What does this do? Okay, so this is for crafting potions and food. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we found our grave robber. Oh, look, it's a kobold of some sort. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear, knobby elbow, and thin ribs shown through its scaly flesh. But you recognize it as a Zerith, sir. It watches you continuously, breathing in rugged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. It's okay, I won't hurt you. I'll tear you to pieces, lizard. Slowly back away. Ah, why not? It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Zaxram? Zobra? Recoils. Fingers will stop and warped wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you. A soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Here, creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. So I'm guessing I gotta find food for him or something? Oh, lovely. I'll fight. Yeah, when I played D&D back in the day, the first thing I realized is that you want to have somebody with torches and somebody with bows and arrows. I usually want to have everybody in the party with some sort of ranged weapon. Because if you can hit them once or twice before they get to you, it's just downhill from there. Why does he have a primary weapon? Oh, I just put her to sleep. Interesting. I don't know why I put my hand weapon. It's bizarre. Boy, a hatchet. Crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Pushing the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and holds solid. I think she's the strongest of the bunch. Politska pushes with all her might, and the crack begins to spread. Finally, the ancient masonry gives way. The wall crashes down, revealing circular roof. Bizarre. You don't like that meat? Fire-looted meat. You guys got lockpicks, I've got lockpicks. That's possible. Oh, that's right. I thought I would have been. Yeah, I did. Did somebody just eat it right away? That's gross. Oh, that's not ominous. What am I going to say here? This round symbol, I'm pretty sure I saw it once. Alright. Oh, joy, where's those undead? Dear Lord, it's that stupid poem. It's supposed to be ancient, yet the colors are still that that horse is really slowing it down. Probably is. I just don't know what it is. Well, it must be ancient. Yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a process of the Anglithins from all the cat races. Immune, elf, Orlane, dwarf, and human. Oh, I thought that was that poem. You know, walks 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in midday, 3 legs at night. Overused riddle on the planet. Oh, walk on the pillar similar to the ones that span the chamber. Each one top of the flame. Okay. So I guess it's some sort of weird trigger thing I gotta do here. So fish people, dwarf, gnomish, chaperone, I think? I don't know. Fast mode. Symbol inscribed on the pillar. A unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. Oh, joyous occasions. Lesser black ooze. Oh my god. Please don't be like D&D black oozes. Definitely not. Just smoke the thing. Oh, full axe. Tell you all. Oh, yeah, that. What did I hit the footsteps? Anything it touches. This gets slick of something dark and tar-like. Runs down the wall, the shape, uh, and bludgeons in the ooze suggests that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell. Use your water skin to clean up the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding uh, it has chipped away in places, but the detail of his head, from the right curls of the hair to the ridges of his prompted ears, still showcases remarkable craftsmanship. One eye One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. You have lost the water skin. What's the gem in the eye socket? Uh, the chamber begins to rumble and stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. Or gives way, excuse me. You've lost an item. Entrance relief gem. On joys of occasions. More black oozes. It is nice that it heals you between fights, but is that something only normal mode has? Or, I don't know. If somebody leave a comment below if I'm just like playing it on super easy mode without knowing it. Ooze plasma. Ooze plasma has been added to your stash. What is it? Oh, right there. Minor cloak of protection, amethyst, Adrian. Oh. Can I wear this? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm not sure what this does. 42 plus 5 uh, of reflex plus 5 of will plus 5. Okay. Alright, that's cool. So I'm not entirely certain what to do there. I realize these symbols are above. I know they correspond to the symbols on the floor over here. Do I just light these things? I don't know. Another roller, which is a torch. Oh, it's not equipped. Okay. Okay, what was the point of that? I'm not sure. You can't really tell. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, which was not the push. That's nice. Okay, alright. Oh, I have a meat. Okay. Give the meat to the creature. You reduce a piece of skull drum meat from your back and toss it onto the floor. The Zelrip's nostrils flare at the scent of fresh meat, and its eyes dart between you and the food. It creeps towards the prize, shoving the spear into your, shoving the spear into my grip, and snatching the meat with both hands at the last moment. And its skull quivers as it devours the flesh Noisy chumps. Alright, he's happy now. He gave me a spear? Center spear, whatever. Crude spear, feathers on his head. Achievement 014! Oh! Oh, yay! Oh, wait, shoot. Something right there. Oh! Oh! Whoa! That guy just earned his daily bread. Dang. He was like, crit! Dead! Thank you. Let's see. Ooh, can I do something cool? Mind wave or whisper of treason. Let's do a mind wave. Or her. I sure did. Well, there's anything in the room to interact with. Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Okay. No, we found our doom. Right there. No. Oh, that was just another way. That's lame. That knockdown ability is seriously broken. Come on, diary. There we go. Big loot. Nope. There we go. It's Spear Spider Leg. Spear Spider Leg. Yeah. A helm. Helm's Deep. Oh, since I treat her my tank, she's getting it. What is she, anyways? Character. Oh, no, she's from fire. Fantastic. What about this Dinglebert? Oh, the thieves are rogue. Oh, I shot her. Wonder why. Sorry, I'm being an idiot. I apologize. Ooh, fresh air. Oh, expedition for a moment. Older, robbed man. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus. Okay. An ancient structure of chiseled adrid and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in the midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures, great. Oh, all right, this bugs me. You don't need two descriptors for some dude standing there. Just say he's made of stone. I don't. It adds extra text that makes no sense to add. The other figures gaze upon in what might be contemplation. Pardon me. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language, unlike anything you've ever seen. And he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like wings of some kind of malevolent creature. Yeah, he dresses the petrified body. Earthbinder, bear witness and see this man has kept his word, true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regards it among our favor. Let his life by the key, by his confession. Let his death by the key, by his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. That's heavy, huh? The man passes his gaze over the others standing around him. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. He looks each in the eye in turn. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory? That is without flaw. Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course. Oh, it's trying to stun cheating. That's one later. Looks like a giant air flyer. Oh, for an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your... Why wasn't this animated? You animated everything else. Floods your vision, and you're knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as wham, and pain wells into your back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. Ah, a concussion. Oh, lovely. You open your eyes to quite a different place at the time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with ajira, and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of the great pillar of azure pierces the floor from below. Its shimmering texture is giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, passing through questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or at the base of the pillar, now you see a man with a thick gray beard and the ceremonial robe crowned with a strange ornament headdress. What was that dude we saw earlier? You know his name. You understand you are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something. You have something you want to ask him, or one question above all. The question spins madly in your mind. Oh, all those dudes turn to stone too. Nice. You can find your Melis. I can't talk today. Malage has broken. Only replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispering are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your peripheral, but when you turn to look, you can see no sight of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that. An involuntary paranoid tic. This is a sickness. It may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced with cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hang on, so this guy lie bloodied on the uneven cobble. Their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. What? I actually like the... Why did you... Come on. Come on. I actually like the girl. She was interesting. What was the point of saving this idiot if he's going to die? You are alone and far from help. Bladed veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things got worse. Oh joy! Now I have 2 friggin' walking backpacks dead. Loaded full of really good equipment that I can't really take. Take your lockpicks. Take that. Take that. Take the shield. Leave some extra space on the grass. Isn't it grass? Oh, that's a pole axe, so that's going to do a lot of damage. Boop. What is it? 16, 19, 20 years. Throw away. Why? That's a little away. You can enchant things on the fly? Hold on. I've got to have the skills. Put your helmet on. That superly annoys me. These are 2 interesting characters you really could have built on. And it's like, nope, I built that. Nothing about it. Bye. Ah. At least I have space, baby. Vessel flesh. Oh, that's lovely. It's a ghost of the girl being tortured. I love that. Thank you. Here's your former party member being tortured. Hope you don't mind. It's freaking ridiculous. All the joys of occasions, the overworld map. The Valewood. I'm by myself. Campfire supplies. I imagine it's going to be more important. And I already got more of the room to shake a stick at. So, no. I'm good. Oh, it's over here. Blood moss. Blood moss. Well, you're a vampire. On the go. Blood moss. No, actually, that sounds like one of those weird deodorants. I try blood moss every day. Brings my inner man bound. That does sound like something somebody would wear. The outlaw. He's getting a bolt to the head. Is there a way to really speed up combat? If anybody knows, please put that in the chat. This is unbearably slow. Oh, go away. Finally. Open helmet. Silver fins. Rockets. Rubber shield. Can we tell how much this stuff sells for? Oh, no, right for a million. Oh, okay. That's a random question. That's 40p, 10p, 5p. So collecting the armor's been the right thing to do. Okay, good. Oh, that's right. Pearl had good scale now, didn't she? I have better. Oh, there's a dead man there. A young wolf. Die, hither, wolf. Poink. Oh, this is a bad move. Just fire skull off already. Come on. Wolf. Can I get out of here? I'm dead by game pause. Lovely. And I instead of so I'm gonna heal myself. Second win. Oh yeah. Oh, it got. Oh, okay. So I thought they interrupted me. Kill one. Seriously, does that do anything? It's supposed to do damage, right? Oh, it doesn't. It just knocks him off. Good. Why did I command him? God forsaken. Just die. For heaven's sakes. Slash, 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 pause, pause, slash, pause, pause, slash, pause, slash, pause. Oh joy, 9 hit points left. I forgot I have this. I have a stash option here. A pitchfork or a torch? Okay. Hold up. That sounds too useful. Anti-pathetic field. You're worth something! Create the toxic physical manifestation of the mutual anti-path between the cipher and the enemy target. Enemies caught in the path between the two will suffer corrosive damage. That sounds broken. Maybe. Eye strike. One target. Soul shock. That sounds too damaging. Class. Soul Whip bites deeply. Backslash journey. Rhymer's Summon. This rhyme mimics the chanter's ability to summon skeletons, though it can't be used until some time has passed in combat and cannot be used frequently. Bizarre? Why not? Yeah, summoning skeletons. Oh, okay. Oh, this is like a talent tree thing. Okay. You can summon undead now in combat. I think what I should have gone with since I worked in efficiency. Okay, how do I get up there? Oh, yeah, I can't figure out how to get up there. Okay. That was the future. That AI was supposed to do everything for me by now. Jeez. There's something over here. No. There appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp and quick jerky movements. He looks up as we approach. His expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning his face. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked, and I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Hard luck, and I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the Vale if you keep to the road. And you haven't far to walk. I keep yawning. But you want to keep clear of this path. After that, we were just attacked north of here. Me and my friend of mine. Me and a friend of mine. We came out here to hunt for some deer. Came up on a bear, instead, great monstrous thing, and Hurley, he didn't make it. He shook his head. I don't know what I'll try, or what I'll tell his wife. Well, I don't know what I'll try with his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Who are you? What happened to your friend? Well, he got eaten by a bear. Why would I ask that question? Where did you find this bear? In a cave a ways up the road. Turns and points towards the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. I would hate to hear it if it took another life. So I'm going to save my game. You looted river beans. What's this? Oh, yeah. Actually, let's try out that new power. Do I have enough for that? Oh, yeah, closer first. Soul shock him already. Why won't it let me soul? How funny would it be if that was like a druid in disguise, and the dude was just trying to get away from his wife? You laugh. I'd be like, these dudes, definitely predicted the bear love scene. Hmm. Speak of the devil. That's my way in the sky. Ah, one hit. Yeah, I don't think I'm cut out for that. fact, the bear got 2 hits to my 1. Did not help. And down I go. Oh, that sucked. Note to self, don't pick a fist fight with a bear. Bizarre. Oh, joy, a hanging tree. A man approaches you. His skin is as dull and gray as the desolate village behind him. Okay. Scans you with a sunken, lifeless eyes. You must be one of the new settlers. His voice is dry croak. Is a dry croak. Welcome to the Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here. Oh, vacancies? I, I can see you. You've made some room and filled up a tree, like Christmas, I guess. He glances at the gnarled, leafless monastery of a tree next to it. Monstrosity. Oh, it's a monastery. Do you welcome everyone this way? I feel at home already. His gaze swivels back to you. Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The instrumental Lord Redrick the Seventh has taken great pains to insulate our town from Whedon's legacy. Yes, they've got to ask me a Turing test. Make sure I'm not a synth. Oh, you see a turtle in the middle of the road. You flip it over. How do you feel about flipping that turtle over? It appears he appraises you over half moon spectacles, and and scratches his chin. Have you ever sired a hollow-born child? What? That's what's a hollow-born? Mind your own damn business. No. His eyes narrow. Are you absolutely certain? Lord Redrick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. What's a hollowborn? I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who who would hide a curse in our midst. Okay. Steps aside and inclines his head over and so slightly towards the deformed tree. His lordship's wife is with child and do anything now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. He folds his arms. We can't continue. We can continue our interview then after the bell tolls from Redrick's hole to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just somewhat southwest of here. Things strange ever since in a close call with a Bayoak. Is there someone in town who could help? Magistrate frowns. Whatever your problem, it should. It sounds like a matter for a animancer. However, the only animancer in Gladed Vale isn't in any condition to speak. He points at a body hanging from the tree. We have a doctor in town. We hanged him. He be hanged. Not hung. Actually, it was hung too. Could barely fit in his pants. Hastings considers herself fortunate. After she failed Lord Redrick, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from. Oh, was that? Profit. Oh, yeah, Thailand. Distrust of others. A bad curse is often worse than none at all. What the heck is a hollow bone? But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll or a dead Hydra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check for pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging it. Seriously, who writes this stuff? My advice, however, so you'd be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. Says something about Hollowborn. He blinks. I forgot that your foreigners don't have this curse in your homeland. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon Deerwood. Deerwood, I said Deerwood. Deerwood. For almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children's born without souls. This is more and more like a South Park episode the more I read this. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say Hollowborn. Oh, I keep saying Hollowborn. Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises empty hands. In truth, no one knows that they begin spreading after the Saints' War. And so the name Wayland's Legacy stuck in honor of the foul, blasphemous pretenders. His voice shakes with vitriol. Oh, so he's like, so blasphemous. Lord Redrick decrees many seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He knows. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting strange ceremony near some ruins. Very carefully. You want to mind where you mention that trespassing on the Edgewithin ruins is illegal. Not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People try anything these days. Excuse me. Breath have mercy. Oh, we certainly have. I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a bailwack. He polished his spectacles on his sleeve. If you had been that close to a bailwack, you wouldn't be standing. Listen. Two trolls. Okay. Three gods have mercy. Some people are gambling. Frederick looks out towards the east, his expression unreadable. He blinks slowly and turns his attention back to you. It seems your arrival is ill-timed. Three bells toll only for the death of Redrick. I fear Lord Redrick's hair is lost. Or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. Peculiar spasm crosses his face, and the corner of his mouth creeps up into a mirthless smile. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of the Gilded Veil. Our efforts to redeem ourselves and our eyes' birth must be redoubled. Breath. He sits steadily, gaze on you. Don't threaten me, little man. What happened? And he shrugs his bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vigors of a childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to the new settlement? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you get some rest. The inn or stables, for all I care. Find me afterwards. Come on, Space Pig. Solve problems. And here. Were you looking for someone in the tree that could introduce you? Anyway, talk about your dad. He looks up at the tree and breathless breathes out. Pardon me, breathes. Half the town's up there. Now seems like no right way to talk about it. I'm looking for someone who can help. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns attention away, watching the village around him. Things are bound to get worse now. It's just a gate. As you hear the feel of vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Reach out for the soul? Why not? You see a pet waving tall, sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner. The vanguard of a small troop of paladins, the atmosphere is buoyant. If restrained and their armor has not yet been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, and filled with zest and zeal. At their heads stand a commander, awkward in full armor, but determined in step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There is a twist in his mouth, his contentious grin. He throws up a hand, holding his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder. Deep and low, he orders them to ready their weapons. Heads spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon. Necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground as stinging clouds race towards them. Overhead. Yeah. The soldier stand only the staccato. Staccato movement, whatever. Of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorating, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer. Alright, not sure what that was all about. Sure, go with it. I need a cola. Black Hammer Smithery. Spring berries. Isn't that just salmon berries? See a large crowded gathering in the middle of the courtyard. This man stands in the midst of them, a cloak pulled over his head, holding his closed, holding it closed around his neck. The crowd has conjugated around a platform. Conjugated, talking about. Congregated around a platform, and they will watch transfixed as a man is led to the platform. Flanked by 2 city guardsmen, the man is shackled in his shackled hands and foot, but carries himself as a nobleman. Not denying to even glancing at the crowd. The cloakman pulls his cover closer around his face, turns to leave, hunching over to avoid being seen. Crier on the platform unrolls a parchment and begins to read, but the man pays no attention. Intent on getting away from the courtyard, the crier's voice grows louder and more intense. As he reads and voice from the crowd starts punctuate his sentences. The jeers and shouts grow more frequent, and with each one, the cloaked man flinches and his shoulders droop. He breaks from the crowd, coming to the edge of the courtyard as the crier reaches the end of his proclamations. The crowd grows silent, again save for the occasional shout. The man turns back to look at the platform, seeing his father kneeling before the block, neck exposed. The executioner moves into position, lifting his axe to strike the man. Turns suddenly, unable to watch. There is a wet thump, and the crowd breaks into cheers and applause. He leans against the wall, regaining his composure, then straightens up. With the obvious resolve, he strides off away from the crowd and his legacy. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure what the point of the reaching out to what somebody's soul is. I'm not doing that again. I gotta find this in now. Well, there's more grain in there. Trumbull. You won't for some of the scraps while you grow fat on our crops. Muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door, gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me. Sorner, I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back. Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. He has a little pitchfork. I guess that's a problem I have to resolve. Well, time to be the nosy adventurer. And get an arrow to the face. Trimble, an elven man stands before you. His relevantly stocky build suggests a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him is a younger man and woman exchanging worried glances. The mirror raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grasp. Get back if you know your value. Resolve 14. Put them down before you get your stars. I don't want to be a louse. A brigand. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. Miller hesitates, then lowers the club a fraction. Who are you? Is Sweater roping foreigners into his little crusade now? What's the Lucas outside? Trimble shakes his head. Where to begin? Sawyer's whipped them up into a fourth, going on about grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. Party gains 25 experience points for not killing people. Oh. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air. And I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for their crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Block Hound on the west side of town for ale. And Sawyer is not sure I don't buy that part. Who would? Take a look at the fields on the way into town. The crops blighted and must be getting from the farmers. It's gone off, rotted through. Can't pay top prices for blighted wheat. And I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Sweater's howling after things has no right to. My kingdom to say in the middle of conversations. Why not? Trouble blinks, taken aback. I'm not. Look, it's no line. The stores really are low, and with so little grain going around, I had to raise the prices for some. There are folks in this town that deserve fare better than Sawyer. And his lot people who have done more for Gilded Vale. Intellect. People like the magistrate? Oh. I can't do anything about that. Just how it works. Maybe things are different elsewhere. Here, Redrick's men, they keep the village safe. Maybe I better have a talk with Swiner. Swiner's people are farmers. They're gathering grain for you. the swine arm before I make a choice. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have a better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it, if you can convince it. Okay. It's a pop spot. That was a top swinger. Wherever he may be. Ooh. Ooh, free food. Eating random mushrooms at the side of the street is a fantastic idea. Joyous on occasions. Why did I just go blind? Ooh, random, maybe edible flowers? Or more berries, okay. More salmon berries. Rats scurried behind the sacks. Uh-oh. This is the woman's soul. Voices from its past seems to call out to you. You see a crowded marketplace, vendor stalls, lining road. Proprietors. Voices calling out to the possible to come sample their wares. This woman wanders through the throngs, strolling. This is. We need an English major to write us stories. Strolling hand in hand with another woman, they pursue the vendor's goods, turning and a book merchant. With a number of old, beautiful tomes, chatting with one another about what they see. One will pick up a book and show it to the other, who will take it, comment on it, and place it back on its shelf. Then the first will snatch up the book again and quickly pay the merchant before the other can snatch it back. They walk away from wizard scum. Ooh. Can't we just have an exposition moment of where we talk to people, find out the story, maybe convince them to do something for us? Oh, joyous occasion to reach out to another person's soul. I'm not doing that. You get to reach out to someone's soul. Ooh, reach out. Oh, I went to the market last week, and when I was in the market last week, I just decided I was going to go and buy myself a set of crumpets. Oh, the crumpets are so delicious and flaky and ostentatiously wonderful. I get you feel a need to describe what's going on and what's happening. The problem is that you've met that wonderful Venn diagram. It's a triangle shape where it's just like exposition and plot. player boredom, and you've already passed that. I understand people out there like that. I get that. I really do. But the truth is, I just want some serious action. Blow stuff up. Seriously, my character walking around all day. Oh look, major fatigue because I couldn't find this stupid inn. Olaf. You see four people gathered by the door in the inn. Oh! Now I find the inn. Their raised voices and chopped gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face particularly obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggests an elf. I meant no offense. Let's put the matter to rest. Over around, shall we? The other two folkmen and an elf woman don't look convinced. The woman crosses her arms, hoping to soothe our pride with a few 80 coppers. She spits at his feet. We don't need your coin. No, it's the adventure time. This is bad. I'm sure it can be. Sure, it's an overreaction. Angry townsperson. One of the other men glares into the hooded elf. His eyes red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folk, but we're no fools. Not like his thinks. Not like he thinks. Mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take too kind to talk from foreigners, especially not Adrians. And the town person. Second man thrusts his chin at the elf. He stinks of sour ale. Go on, say it again. I'm itching for an excuse. Say you're itching for a kindly touch of your sisters. Need Cox? Cox baby? Cox? The Cox test. What is that? What the? I put the cry of outrage rises from three locals. The sacred man snarls, I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head. Horror and shock paint themselves across the other man's face in bored, hasty purpose. This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say. He frowns and swallows. Whatever it is you think I said. I pets his feet. Something surely the raw foot. We've made a quarrel. Dylan draws a blade That's what you're wrong. That's what you're wrong. I don't think attacking is a good idea. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. I love foreigners' charity. You know, good music. They squint at you through red, blurry eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Yeah, you get to kill townsfolk. Oh, damn, he just exploded him. And the last the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face. Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. But I can help. I give you a quick smile. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I. He straightens his hood, and you notice the remains of a fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with dirt and many months' travel. But the leatherwork beneath it is surely sturdy and fine. I suppose introductions are in order after the little fiasco. Although Corsair at your service. Tell me about yourself. I'm a wizard by training, an adventurer by necessity. I was born in Scythewood, part of the mainland of the Empire. Both my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in these houses, and so I decided to seek a new means in a new life. And how exactly did you come to be here? I was traveling a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins. Edge within ruins? Those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. Half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I so I'm confused by this. Why would they care? Oh, you went to the ruins. Oh, you turned a boogeyman on, I guess. Leans closer. I'm curious. What exactly did you find there? Really? And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. Guard you with interest. It seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods. Gladvale, an excellent question. He folds his arms and frowns, looking towards the center of the town. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Interested in magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lords expecting wife. Cock his head while looking at you, but I take it that's familiar tale. And you, like you said, also settler. Indeed. As I flicker across you and your travel-worn clothes, in that case, welcome to Gladed Bay, a true refuge for civilization. Besides, you're going to cross the three creeks. I'm afraid that's a matter of misunderstanding and mistranslation. Tense his fingers and looks away. It doesn't help that the people in these parts remember their war with the Adair like it was yesterday. Well then, he didn't tell that man to go bleep his sister. Ah, that. Here's his throat just as sleeps. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily. After a few pints, and the accident doesn't help. Accident doesn't help. I heard the same thing. He looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces the right smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes. He shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. eh. They said given recent events, blah blah blah. Alright. I think after we're talking, we'll call it quits for the day. It's been about an hour. I got stuff to do, unfortunately, today. Should I give in recent events? It's just as well. I've had enough of the water, wine, and lumpy beds in this inn. He wrinkles his nose. They say even the owner tried of is tired of that thing. Just up and left one day. Explains quite about the upkeep. Uh, he gives you a gradual, hopeful look. Perhaps I could join you. Let's go then. You look like a trustworthy fellow. Actually, I'm gonna need a drink. I'll be right back. Okay. So again, Pascal. Oh, greetings and welcome to the Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows her head. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or room? We have two available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't afford much by way. good meal today. She sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. I like a room, please. Of course, we keep them nice and tidy. Some color. Okay. What weird crystal things. Your sleep is restless. A favored assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a sophisticated anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of a gilded veils gallows tree. The creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until it sounds deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward, like molding fruit. Okay. Her head hangs lumpily, limply, limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind. Looms larger and larger. I suppose you can use the word that way. Uh, until she mere inches from your face. So her head snaps up and her eyes open and they are empty. And behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth swallows parts and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watch her. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face and in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman, you remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. So it fills you with a new queasy apprehension. You feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Man, look at that dead lady's getting experience points. Heck yeah, I'm going to start doing that more often. Well, my new elf buddy. Move along. Cladara de Brenezi. Brenzi? The squat, distant body of an elderly dwarf woman dangling from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her nose. Okay. The bloated purple flesh of her neck worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen. bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head's lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when in the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light. It's surrounding her, surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth in it. And you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has a worldly dimension. This is my note. Run over a shopping list. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective as you exhale. Excuse me. You feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving that all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind. A ring electric surge of images and words surrounds you. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in milky fog. Her body still swaying in the wind. You no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. Although it gives you a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so. And she smiles at you. Well, that's not going to be nightmare fuel. Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Her eyes squint as she peers down at you. Ah, it's both. I think yes. Am I imagining this? Seems for a moment, looking down at her limp body. No, I think not. Her tongue clicks as she shakes her head. A pity that it would be a simpler mercy, even to not have to wonder anymore. No, alas, we are here, you and I, wherever here may be. How are you able to speak to me? Cauldra moves her tongue around her mouth as if testing it. Is that what you're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. She gives you a motherly smile. I think it is a very good choice. What? I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods. A look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child. This world looks a little different than I'm used to. Is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time. That have always been there, she replies. You have seen past the shroud. A veil reference, really? It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes, remembers how it sees when it leaves the body. Like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. She nods again. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay. Okay. What's a watcher? Who watches the watcher? What indeed? Long hours have many animators spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know. Though since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, it reminds me of a better times. Souls pass on. Some say, though, at our stone, uh, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it. Sometimes more than they were before, but usually less, and seldom the same. For all souls, there is a time when they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world. Some as you or I, either leaving or lost, but no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees through, sees though knows what to look for, and sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past, when the bodies over other bodies. You see, oh yes, this is where we saw the girl doing the whole shopping thing. I'm walking in town and buying books, and the other person not looking. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder uh, to behold where all goes well. I wonder. What do you mean when all goes well? Oh, nothing to be afraid of. I'm sure it's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping, or others difficulties. She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whisker that sprouts from one of her cheeks. Uh, Sweet catty. An inspired gleam crosses her murky eyes. You should see old Merriman. He could tell you much more than I. A witcher, just like you, helped many in his day. Took up an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Cated now. Cade now? You? Beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company. I think I survived the Banwick. Do you know why it would be? Colorado praises you with a scholarly interest, for a moment resuming her cheerful demeanor. Did you know, dear? Did you know, dear? My, that'd be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck. Could be, certainly be. A storm can be careless things. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul, but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy. It stayed in one piece, though it's time. Strong souls, we call them intrigue. Intrigue. She smiles sadly at the thought. Called them. These days are all behind me. No? So great over time. Oh yes, entropy. Work. We know little of why or how we lose pieces of ourselves when we die, and pick up pieces of others when we're born again, but less than what we lost. We've tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. Oh no. Uh, Farewell. Goodbye, my dear. I was only visiting. Mother closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose. And your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of the world. Rebecca Jones is granted crucibles the soul. Looks through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. I'm a watcher, not a witcher. Don't try to sleep with me. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that's interesting. He gives you a sly grin. And I expect that explains how you survived the Bailey. Hmm? In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we've traveled together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. You're anything but watchers, only that they're rare, and that they seem to have unique insight into certain soul conditions, because, as you demonstrate, let's continue on. Okay, I'm gonna walk a dog. Let's save my game here, and we'll pick up next Thursday. Till then, Yamanu, goodbye, have fun, stay safe, and God bless you, if you believe in that.